You want some water at all over there?
I'm okay, thanks.
Sure. Bob, you need some water at all?
Not fine. Questions? We're all set. If you don't mind, just kneel with quiet because the microphone is very sensitive. Thanks. Welcome to Metropolitics on the Jewish Week Online. I'm here with Bob Turner, who's the Republican.
Take two.
Welcome to Metropolitics on Jewish Week Online. I'm here with Bob Turner, the Republican candidate in the 9th Congressional District, the race to succeed former Congressman Anthony Weiner. How's the campaign going?
Oh, fine, thank you. This is a real sprint of a campaign. You know, it's only 5 weeks away now.
Okay, obviously the big news now is the deal with debt ceiling impasse that's been ended. I know that you were in favor of the deal. Do you have any reservations about it?
Well, I think this was a compromise, one that not everybody is happy, as it should be. I think we have averted a catastrophic problem by avoiding the default, but this is only the start of what has to happen to put us back on the road to fiscal responsibility.
Now, we're looking at $1 trillion in cuts from the super committee who's going to decide. What would you say should be on the table and off the table in those cuts?
Well, we've already established some of the priorities early on that we're preserving Social Security and Medicare and how we approach aid. But beyond that, a lot of things are fair game. There'll be an interesting debate on where these cuts have to be. I, for one, would be reluctant to cut the defense beyond what has already been cut, but some flexibility is going to be required on everyone's part.
You mentioned Social Security and Medicare. I know that you wrote an op-ed in June in the National Review, and you said that you want to see the spending cut by 30 to 35%. How can you do that and still preserve Social Security and Medicare?
Well, that 30 or 35% is going to be over a pretty long time, maybe 5, even up to 10 years before we can stabilize the expenditures. My position on Social Security has been those that have paid in 55 and older get to keep what they put in and what they've been promised. Beyond that, for a younger group, we're going to have to make compromises across both sides of the aisle. I don't know what they're going to be, but in order to keep the programs viable for the future, not only this generation, but next, we'll have to make the necessary changes.
What about foreign aid? Do you believe that cuts in foreign aid?
Well, over the past 2 years, foreign aid has increased almost 50%. Sometimes we are contributing foreign aid that is not in our strategic interest or even in the interest of world peace. I think many of these foreign aid programs have to be reviewed and restructured.
Just a little louder for the microphone. And in terms of foreign aid, the man that we hope to succeed, Anthony Weiner, was very strong on, he believed in cutting aid to Saudi Arabia because of what he called their history of exporting terrorism. He was also very hawkish on Palestinian aid, believing that the Palestinian aid should be at least severely curtailed. How do you feel about that?
Yet another point I agree with Mr. Weiner on. Currently, you may know that the United States is supporting the Palestinians with money, who in turn are using that same money to pay people in Israeli prisons charged with terrorism. A very indirect way that we are supporting Palestinian crime and terrorism. I think that's absurd.
How are they supporting people in prisons?
We are paying the Palestinians, who in turn are paying people who they consider patriots or whatever, and paying them and their families while they're in jails for these crimes.
And you would try to curtail that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Now, When it comes to the Middle East, there are two different approaches, some would say polar opposites, in which the approach of Barack Obama as president and the approach of George W. Bush. And the example of the Bush administration is pretty much a hands-off approach to the peace process and let things unravel as they did. And in terms of Obama, a much more hands-on structured approach trying to get both sides to the table. Where do you fall in terms of where do you think the proper emphasis and the proper role of the White House?
I would begin by recognizing Israel as a sovereign state, quite capable of looking after their own interests. If there's a way to do this, I would suggest the Bush approach is far more fair and reasonable.
And where do you fall on the Defense of Marriage Act?
I believe that religiously, socially, marriage is a union of the same position that Barack Obama is, I would call it.
So you're in favor of the Defense of Marriage Act?
Maintaining it, yes.
Okay. And what about the influence of the Tea Party, especially in the economic debate? What kind of influence has it been on the country? In the last election and in this process of budget process we're going through now?
I think the Tea Party can be credited with forcing both Congress and political leadership to focus on the massive overspending problem, where today we are spending, borrowing 40 cents on every dollar the federal government spends. I think that people who bring attention to that and force that issue are doing a service.
What about any kind of tax increases on people above a certain income level and the expiration of the Bush tax cuts? How do you feel about that? Shouldn't there be any more contribution from people who are the most fortunate in society as the Democrats maintain?
Well, historically, when you raise taxes in the teeth of the recession, you exacerbate the problem. I don't want to do that. I think we need more money to stimulate the economy in a real way. Investment tax credits, lower capital gains tax, things of that nature.
How do you feel about the whole issue with the Ground Zero Mosque?
Well, I've been on record on this for a while. I do not view this as an ecumenical gesture of goodwill. I would oppose it in every legal way possible and just ask that they be moved somewhere else.
Jonathan Pollard has been in jail almost 25 years for spying, betraying the United States, spying for Israel. Do you feel that he's spent enough time in jail? Should he be out of jail? Should the White House take any action to complete his sentence?
I do. I think his 25 years is a strong penalty. I've been in touch with a colleague, Michael Glenn, on his findings on this. He has reviewed this extensively. He's a person I trust as a former FBI agent. And I think we're on the same page on this one.
Obviously, you're running in a very heavily Jewish district. They say about a quarter of the district is Jewish. Who are some of your advisors on Jewish issues?
We have a long list from the young and energetic Aaron Hertz to older rabbis, Warren, professionally, we use Ira Zakias to handle some of our marketing and developing an outreach program. But it's an extensive list.
Both the last two people who held this seat, as well as the person running against, have had prior elected experience, or second-time candidate, no prior elected experience. Why should people take a chance and let them know?
That's probably exactly why. That uncorrupted, unsullied by the process. I'm taking a business mentality and a fresh view here. Without baggage, political baggage, as it were.
Okay, Bob Turner, candidate for the 9th Congressional District, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck in the campaign.
Thank you. Okay, everybody back to work.